Click the link below for a 30-day free trial of Audible. Yo! Yes, we are back with some more anime/Jujutsu Kaisen hot takes. Yes, everyone. So we are here as per usual. Y'all know I usually make the little community post, make a little Discord post as well to see what kind of hot takes and good stuff that you lovely people will post. And so we're actually coming fresh off the heels of the previous hot take video. I think I'm gonna spread these out within like a week of each other ish. I don't want these to be too close together. Yeah. So before we get started with this next little round of hot takes, please make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this and just more content in general. Also, please make sure you hit notifications. Again, weird stuff has been going on with notifications, so if you have any trouble, please let me know down in the description. So if there's anything I can do, I'll try. But yeah, let's get to it. But before we start today's video, guys, please make sure you use code DAFFY10 at your next purchase at animeexpress.com. Please make sure that you get yourself something nice like a hoodie, a t-shirt, a Pokeball, or even like some anime inspired lights, anything anime related that you need. Please make sure you head on over there. Link will be in the description below. Please make sure you use my code. That is DAFFY10. And yeah, let's get on to it. We have Unified Entity. Maki had the most ass pull power up in all of JJK with her hyperbolic time chamber from characters that came out of nowhere, and without it, she was going to lose to Naoya. I never want to hear any JJK fan complain about Gojo, Yuji, especially Yuji, Sukuna, or anyone else's power up when they let that shit with Maki slack. I feel like that's widely panned, though. I don't like this. Is not, dude. Come on. I need hot takes. I need hot takes. This is cold, bro. A lot of people, tons of people don't like that. Tons of people don't like it. I think I like the moment that Maki has, right? Where, talks about freedom and learning to kind of relax. She's taking these fights too seriously and all that. A lot of people don't like it. Again, Daida and I forget what his fucking name is, Sumo guy. A lot of people think that they're goofy, right? They're goofy. They're not meant to be taken super seriously, but the way they are used is kind of weird. It's like, oh yeah, hey, this domain can like kind of pause time real quick. Here you go. Stay blessed. No, I don't disagree with this at all. We have Alter Ace. Geto is the best written character in the series. Don't add me. I ain't reading it. I mean, is it a hot take? Ooh. I mean, I think I agree. I think I do. I do. I think I agree. I do. I do like Gojo's writing. I do like Gojo's writing, but yeah, I love how you see the descent into madness with Geto. I do like that. We have Cold Blizzard 5880. Kashimo is massively underrated and is still a top 5 character. Top 5. Alright, I'm gonna let him do your thing. Talk your shit. Kashimo back in the Edo period lived to see old age as a Jutsu sorcerer. Not only that, but if he fought against almost everyone else instead of Akari, he would have decimated them. The only reason Akari even stood a chance was because of auto versus curse technique. Anyone else that's not Sukuna or Gojo is getting washed, or at least getting mitts put on them, especially when considering that Kashimo has powerful curse technique. Bro is definitely a top 5 character. Bro, I got bad news for you, bro. Rame, fucking Yorozu, Yuki would probably beat the shit out of Kashimo. I don't know. I mean, like, dude, like, Yuki was a fucking monster, dude. Like, she was crazy. Like, Kenjaku literally beat her with bullshit. Obviously, we know, like, how tactical and how clever Kenjaku is with the mini Uzumakis and everything. But top 5, no. Top 10, you could maybe convince me around 7 to 9-ish. You could maybe convince me, but he's not top 5. Let's not do that. Let's not. Hard disagree. But it's a hot take. So I do like it. I'll give you a heart for that. We have Alfie Corbett. Probably not a hot take, but some of Yuji's greatest moments always get swept under the rug because it's always right before or after like something like Sukuna's domain or Gojo's arrival in the newest chapter. He was cooking in the latest chapter and it's like no one cared. I have a Yuji agenda. This is not a hot take. Well, I mean, actually, would it? I've been screaming that this is Yuji's story for the longest, but people don't get it. I don't know. I mean, like, did we have that fantastic moment at the end of Shibuya? We have this fantastic moment with Tiguruma. Like, people don't. I don't see any hate for Yuji, but it's like people don't care. And they're just so obsessed with Sukuna and with Gojo. But like Yuji, dude, having a fantastic moment with Chozo. Chozo had the best death in the series by far. I'm gonna make its own dedicated video to it at some point. as soon as I get caught up with a bunch of other videos. But like, a lot of people were sad about Chozo, but how it affected Yuji, I didn't see too much discussion about it. So I agree. I do. We have Urame is stronger than anyone that has been fighting Sukuna. That is why the fight's still going on. Kaori can just stall him because he's immortal. How does Urame fare against current Yuji at like full power? This is hard because we don't know what all Urame can do. We know that we have the maximum calm frost, and we know that Sukuna keeps them around. Number one, just because of how strong they are, and number two, because they can cook human flesh properly. But I can't really answer this until I get a full scope of Urame's abilities. But am I gonna say that Urame is top 10? I mean, shit, maybe. I mean, I would not doubt it, honestly. Like, I could definitely see Urame being around Urozu tier-ish. Around Urozu or Yuki tier-ish. I could see it. 100%. I could. Astro9444. Megumi is actually one of the worst written characters in the Huh? Megumi is actually one of the worst written characters in the show. Most people hate on him because he's a bum. I never really liked him to begin with because of his writing. His relationship with Yuji and his sister and his technique are the only thing about his character that's interesting. Nothing about him is even fun to read. Even the little bit of characterization and development we get from him immediately gets shoved to the side to show off Mahoraga, because his whole arc of season 1 was not him not valuing life and trying to sacrifice himself, but at the end he finally didn't and fought selfishly, but that got kicked to the side immediately because we need someone to fight Sukuna. He was also never just likable to me. He's such an asshole to everyone. He's not an asshole. He's just reserved. He's not really like that. What are you talking about? Even like when Chozo first appeared, like, and Chozo was like very clearly like freaky looking, right? And like he like pops out of the shadows. He's not like really a dick to Chozo or Yuta. What? Again, is this a hot take? I disagree. I vehemently disagree. No. Yes. This is a good match. We're getting to the good stuff right here. This is what I like to see. We have Jordan Ristenfeld. Excuse me. I feel like the Cullen Games is too short. Whew. There's a lot of people that disagree with you on that, brother. There's a lot of people that disagree with you on that, brother. It didn't have enough fights for it to not kind of feel like a waste of a concept as an arc and a waste of time. When their plans about how they would go about to reach their goal, they went in for the first place, changing quickly into their favorite of the Kaori fight. You could have had characters like Miwa, Kamo, Ino to test out their abilities against opponents that would have completely washed them. Returning characters like Toto and potentially Nobara could have had screen time instead of just showing up out of the blue. I agree with that second part. I agree with that second part. Here's the thing though. Are people really gonna care that much about Ino and fucking Miwa having a little bit of Cullen game spotlight? Because people like saw Miwa at the end of the Sendai colony and were like confused more than anything. So I don't, maybe. I don't know. We have a Gas Star 8057. As much as I love Gojo, I genuinely don't want him to come back. That's a cold take, brother, because I agree. While I believe that the execution of his death might be a little weird, the writing and themes around it were very solid. I felt like a good send-off. I agree. Bringing him back seemingly out of nowhere feels like it would ruin a lot of the core themes, especially his passing to the new generation stick. That would be almost completely invalidated if he were just to come back. I'm gonna leave a heart, but this is not a. Is this considered a hot take nowadays? I guess because of the amount of Gojo stands, but I mean. Bro, like, literally, this is just a fact. Gojo over any form Sukuna without Mahara. Get the fuck out of here. Sukuna, Heian era form, right? Heian era form, full buffs, everything. Everything's up. You're saying is under Gojo. No. Domain amplification exists, brother. Huh? Now, obviously, we know Sukuna's barrier is just outright. Sukuna's malevolent strength is just outright stronger than Infinite Void. It just is straight up. Again, y'all know me. Sukuna Glazer, that's me, right? Sukuna Nation, that's me. But like, I think Sukuna is stronger. Heian era form, full buffs and everything. I think he's stronger than Gojo, but I don't think it's like a fucking like super massive gap or anything like that. I do feel like Sukuna would be resourceful enough to find out how to fire Divine Flame, maybe, but no. Hot take though. Hot take, I'll take it. We have Tech Guru. Eating his last finger will get Sukuna back to his peak state he was in, like in the Heian era. Whole mummy plus fingers equals a complete Sukuna soul, body, and cursed energy. I mean, I doubt that's gonna happen. Number one, dude, people, here's how fucking upset people would be if that were to happen. We are a year into this fight with Sukuna, right? Imagine he just eats a fucking senzu bean and just and it gets full healed. Here's how upset people would be. I would be pissed. I would really be pissed. So I doubt that's gonna happen. I don't think so. No. We have Jerkuli. I think if Yuji gets a domain expansion, then him and current Toto are 100% beating Kenjaku hard / extreme diff. Ooh. If he doesn't, then it's hard to say because that open barrier domain is OP as fuck. But if he does end up having one, that duo clears everyone. Everyone aside from Gojo and Sukuna. Would they be Yuta? Because Yuta straight up just has Rika. And if Yuta uses like Charles' ability, I mean, they might have some trouble. Oh man, I don't know. That is a good question. But Kenjaku? Oh yeah, I think so. Probably. Do you realize how crazy 50 times in a second is? Like, I don't think y'all understand how crazy 50 times in a second switches. That is fucking ludicrous. But yeah, I agree. You get a heart. I think so. Kenny's strong, bro. Kenny's like top 5. I think Kenny's like hovering around 4 or 5-ish. But I agree. I do. Axon 777. Yuji's awakening was fumbled. I mean, we're technically still in it. I preferably would like to wait until we see like the end of this fight to see where his awakening went, because he's only used Mizushi one time. He's only used it one time, so he's still technically in it, right? Like every time we see him, his eyes are still that spiral, right? So meaning that he's still locked in. So I would like to see where Gege is going with that. King Gaming, DU 3LJ. Something I haven't liked in these chapters is how short the fights have been. I would have liked if they were just a chapter or two longer. Recently, it's hard. It's hard because you have such a strong character like Sukuna, and if a character were to last for too long, then you see we call him bullshit. Like imagine like Miguel dancing for like 3 chapters, right? Or Kusakabe dancing around for like, I don't know, 2-3 chapters. It wouldn't really make sense with it. But don't worry, buddy. In the anime, it's gonna get handed on to. Trust me, buddy. All right, I think we're gonna leave off with this one from Astro9444. The Culling Games is one of the most uninteresting arcs, as it just shows the fights without exploring the characters in it. Oh, a hot take. This is what I like to see, bro. And the characters we get to know die immediately, so they feel a bit out of place. Who died like that in the Culling Games? What are you talking about? I think he's including Shinjuku. I think Higuruma was the only decent one of the bunch, but his death felt underwhelming because they built up his character and his relationship with Yuji. I hardcore agree with that, actually. I do. I hope to God that Higuruma is actually not dead, but his death did feel a little it was sad. It was sad. But before that, we saw him after his initial interaction with Yuji, we really didn't get to see him talk with Yuji because he just kept having these flashbacks when he's talking about like, I can't even look at you in the eyes anymore and like it's too little too late for Higuruma. I did like his death, but it definitely execution was not there. Kashimo, Ryu, Uro, and Reggie were fine, but they all got booted out of the story so quickly, so it's hard for me to care. I mean, they were antagonists. Kashimo, I feel like got the best. Obviously, Kashimo and Reggie got the best out of this. Ryu, I rock with Ryu. I do like Ryu. But obviously, he stepped to Sukuna and he fucked around and found out, right? Uro, is she dead? I don't think she's dead, right? No, she's not dead. I don't think so. I see what you're saying though. I don't think it's uninteresting. I certainly don't think it's uninteresting. It's one of JDK's better arcs, but I don't think it's uninteresting. It was a pain to read weekly though. I will tell you that right now. Like, this is so, like, Shinjuku is fantastic because it's great to read week to week. Culling Games was painful as, if you are there in 2021 and 2022, bro, it was horrible. People have this weird revisionist history with the Hikari versus Kashimo fight. Boo, people loathed that fight when it first came out. I swear to God, people hated that fight when it was first coming out. And that was revered as like a top 5 JJK fight. Alrighty, so that does it for this second batch of hot takes from that community post over here. So yeah, let me know what you guys say of this little batch over here. I mean, we actually have some good stuff going on. Yes, as usual, keep the discussion in the comments civil. Please don't make me step in there and have to box your ass, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's my boy Dad. If you guys thank you guys so much for joining me on this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in next video. Y'all make sure you take care of yourselves, guys, and have a good one. Peace.